going on, everyone? It's BlazerKid67 here. Welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa 2. Goodbye, despair. So let's go ahead and get this episode started, shall we? So we're going to go ahead and save this process because I need to save it up. So we are in the middle of the 4th trial. This is the basically intermission of it, and we're going to be jumping back into it to finish it off. To see who is the killer, to accuse someone of killing Nekomaru Nidai, which is very scary because I honestly don't know who it could be. I'm probably going to get it wrong. Hopefully this second part, before we actually accuse the person, like they clear it up and I'm like, oh, I know who it is. But as of right now, I'm still pretty stumped because honestly, what's going on right now is basically what we found out was whoever killed Nekomaru had to have known the building really well, and they used the building to their advantage. And I don't know anybody besides Nagito that's really that smart to do that. Akane, unless she turns out to be some secret freaking genius, she doesn't seem like she could do it. Sonia is kind of lost at times too, and so is Kazuichi. I mean, I don't want to say Chiaki, but Chiaki's really smart. But I don't think she could take down a Nekomaru. So we'll see, guys. We'll see. So let's jump into this game. Class is back in session. Let's go.
Hello. I hope your day is well. I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. My heart's thumping like crazy.
What the heck?
I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
Wait, I do save. Why does she say that every time? Scares me. All right, Chiaki.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead. Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
The way Chiaki was just like, oh, I guess that makes sense. Like she was just like it didn't even matter anymore.
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Nekomaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
Nagito, I don't know if where you've been this whole time, Kazuichi. Nagito was like the smartest and probably the best out of all of us when it comes to solving mysteries. So I think I'm gonna go with his hunch.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
Oh, so he doesn't think that this murder is a sake of hope. Very weird.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder.
The man himself has been questioned.
Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can.
That was a random little tussle between Gundam and Nagito. And Nagito didn't even fight back. He just said, I see.
Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Let's keep that in mind.
Akane! You're drooling waterfalls?
Nagito, as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? He was horribly damaged, as if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building structure. So what was Mechamaru's cause of death that also utilized the building structure? Dead battery, beaten with a blunt object, obviously isn't it. Crushed by the elevator. Nah, if he was crushed, he'd be in more pieces than just his head. He had to have fell.
I see.
Yes, okay.
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Maybe they pushed him?
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
Ah, Kane sees where I'm coming from.
That I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method.
Well, I'm not making things up.
Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
Well, you're talking a lot, Gundam.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm gonna reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve that mystery next. Uh-oh, non-stop debate. But wait, as long as there's a moving object in the elevator, can it be used?
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Uh-huh.
Then,
We don't know if
how
it's
about
impossible
this?
yet though, Fuyiko, so that might be right.
After locking Mechamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Wait, what?
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside.
Oh, wait. It's not a moving object.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong. Because you remember she put her notebook or her e-handbook in there.
That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Exactly. So that means they would have had to have hit the goodnight button on Nekomaru and then pushed him.
Could it be his sleep mode?
Yes!
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode.
Like he's an inanimate object.
If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
Yes!
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me.
What the heck, Kazuichi? How can you interrupt my bae? How can you interrupt Chiaki? Back off, man. Go back to Sonia. I got this.
Silence, pest.
Whoa! Okay, Sonia. We are hitting the wrong buttons right now.
Now you're calling me a pest?
Wait. Oh, you're calling him? I thought she was saying that to Chiaki. Okay. That's fine then. A way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru is still in it. Chiaki seems to have an idea, but what way could that be? Another non-stop debate? Killing me. Wait, what's our truth bullets really fast?
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all
A wire.
think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
The hammer is suspicious. No,
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
not the pillar.
What about
It's-
the oil on the floor?
Not the oil. The doorknob was broken. There it is. Ha-ha! Fuyahiko, you're on the right path. I give you my consent.
Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
Mm-hmm.
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob...
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair. That's right. He was suspended in midair.
What?
Huh? The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor.
Did they kill this man while he was asleep?
With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower.
What?
Nekomaru in midair.
Oh, is that creative or what?
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence.
I know Monami's hung over there.
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
What? Aw, he's hitting us with this? Are you really gonna fight my words?
Needed a drop. There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that. Why? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
What? What about the... Oh, I'm about to smack this man. It's gotta be the clock's alarm.
Nekomaru from a wire.
Because we've talked
How
about
would they
this
make him
before.
fall?
So Easy Mode went ahead and gave me a tip. If I hit the work...
What? Nekomaru felt Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to
crap.
himself. Now,
I wasn't on the right
in that
thing.
case, you still won't be able to explain. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru is just impossible. End of story.
So now it's limiting the number of cuts. I didn't think it did that.
Nekomaru should have still been in
It's
sleep
this one.
mode. Allow me to
Cut through those words!
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode.
Yeah, he has an alarm. He
Which
explained
means
it.
The killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off.
Wow, this case. This murder is... Oh my god, who could have thought of this?
In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
Yeah.
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off. When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Exactly.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
We couldn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because... In that case, I still use my full power! With a fierce roar, Nekomaru put all his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands. But... not yet. Here it comes. The incredible strength of 1 million horsepower! Wait, isn't it creaking? If you break off the doorknob, we'll be stuck in here. If that's really what it was, then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to
I
find.
see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said.
Yeah, cut through those words.
I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig.
This is random.
Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
Oh,
No, I believe you gave your all.
let's just give it our all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this.
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
Did he hit one of the pillars? Doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing I could think of what happened to him was cola came out of his eyes. He had to have hit the pillar, right? He collided with the pillar. And that's why it's tipped over. Yes!
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
More than likely, probably just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Baby gangster! Hold on, baby gangster. We ain't. I know Fuyiko's about to say something real smart about that.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
No, baby gangster, hold up.
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I.
Yeah.
There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed.
Uh-oh. Looks like baby gangster was wrong.
How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know.
Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one after another. But I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction. Non-stop debate. What's this game without non-stop debates? It's nothing. Nothing, I say. Well, it had to have been something with the clock. So, not the sleep button anymore. Not the wall clock.
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
Has to be the radio clock.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Yeah, that's very true.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
Okay.
The time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
I don't think they messed with it, per se.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong! Objection! Objection!
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Nah. Yeah, it's internal.
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
Yes! Now that would make more sense.
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
Oh, Nagito.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
Oh, the blessing! The connection!
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
A time-related contradiction. I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we've overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. Think. If I focus and think, I should be able to find the answer to that mystery. What is this? Logic dive. Okay, let's try to do better. This reminds me of that old. You remember that Sonic game where you would run on the pipe? It was like a bonus level. That's what this reminds me of. Oh shoot! And failing on the bonus levels, obviously. I did that in Sonic a lot too. Sometimes I forget the controls. Question 1. What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? Oh no! It was the blue one, I think. The time in the building. That's what we screwed up on. Yeah, this one. Oh, gotta use my Sonic skills. Alright, we got this. Huh! Oh god. Do not die, please. Huh! Got it, coach. What clock was tampered with? The building's clock. It had to be the building's clock. It's not Nekomaru's. This is internal. Alright. Someone had to... Because even though they all displayed the same time, maybe they tampered with all the clocks in the house instead of just the one. Okay. Okay. Jump across. Which house had the wrong time? Both houses. They couldn't have just tampered with one because, like Fuyuhiko said, he checked all the clocks. Yeah! Okay, I think we did good. Woo!
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
All the clocks.
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Oh, here he comes. This is Nagito coming out of his box.
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
She's right. That's the main problem. I need to clarify by how much the time was off after the killer messed with the clocks. That's definitely the next mystery. I'm gonna reach the truth in one go. Sing that intro song. Sing that intro song. We reaching out to the truth, boys and girls. Face out, we hold down. We'll reach out to the truth of my life, seeking the seas and the whole moment. Yeah.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
Akane's account?
The time of death. It's clearly 7:30 a.m.
That's true.
What time would 7:30 be? In our time.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down? If only I heard the sound when you fell.
No, Akane did.
It would
Remember?
have been a great clue.
She heard the sound when he fell.
Or his scream.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
Yeah,
Only
no.
Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough. We would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
If does not exist in this world.
If the time in the building was all messed up,
Then we can only rely on the time of death. It's clearly
I think it was when Sonia said, if only I heard the scream when he fell.
The sound when you fell.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I agree with that. Because Akane heard it.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling? I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
we heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Well, maybe you were asleep.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
What?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Oh.
Excellent work, Akane.
That rumbling sound was heard at 5:30 a.m. It's like the answer to how much our time was off is literally right in front of me. Dude. Oh my god, our time is off by 2 hours. What the heck? How did we get so far off?
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30. And if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
That's a lot.
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Lure out only Nekomaru?
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. They were trying to lure out only Nekomaru. That specific thing is... Message time, the rumbling noise. No, it had to be the Monokuma Tai Chi.
I see!
That's the thing that Nekomaru would be wanting to go to.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Great Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Oh.
When I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
Oh.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early! He didn't even ask you yet!
Jeez, how outrageous! Honestly, didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi! But it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez. That's, well, how should I put it?
Oh, that makes sense.
What was it? You know, tripping over a foot or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad.
You liar! I'm right!
That's not it. It's incorrect.
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Oh, I love the bickering between these two.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Huh?
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Uyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off.
Okay.
Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Oh.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now.
Wait, whoa. What are we remembering?
The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. There was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Wait, he said guy. There's only...
That person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
Wait. So whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time, right? And it's obviously a guy. Fuyuhiko heard it. Freaking Kazuichi heard it. Nekomaru heard it. Gundam came out. So the only person that didn't come out of their room or hear that rumbling noise... What? No. He cannot be the killer. There's no way. There's no way. Nagito cannot be the killer. No. There's no way in hell. No. There's no way he could be the killer. He's like my second favorite character in the game. He can't die on the 4th chapter. Did he really kill Nekomaru? No way. No way. Oh no. I can't believe this. If this is true, I can't play this game anymore. I'm done. I don't want to play. Dang it. It can't be Nagito. Okay. I'll just accuse him, I guess.
You're the only one.
Yep. You're the only one, dude. No way.
The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there.
What the freak?
It's just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
No.
Please, say something.
No.
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
Why?
Couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
He couldn't.
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me.
Yeah, Sonia didn't hear it
It
either.
is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
Well, maybe did Nagito and Sonia have the same rooms? Like, you know, but on opposite towers? Maybe their room is noise canceling, or maybe it was too far away for the rumbling sound to be heard?
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
Wait, Chiaki didn't hear it either? Huh?
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. But it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
Wait. I think they all stayed in the deluxe rooms. I think Chiaki, Nagito... I remember Nagito won because, you know, he's the luckiest guy. So he got the deluxe room. I remember Sonia and Chiaki also got the 2 deluxe rooms on the other side. So yeah, they were all in the same rooms. Those rooms had to be noise canceling.
Still don't know.
Or maybe just too far.
Think about what the 3 of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
The only people who didn't hear the rumbling noise were Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The secret is what these 3 have in common. Could this also be the secret that points to the killer? Hangman's Gambit. Okay. This is so hard. D-E-L-E. Okay, yeah, it fits. It fits. So we can do it. We just need some D's up in here. Throw some D's on that. Oh, and then I screw it up. Okay. Thanks, game. Alright, we don't need any X's. Put the X's away. We don't need any E's. Thank you for the E's, but we don't need you. Okay, D's. I need an E. Yup. I need an L. Where are you at? There's an O. Don't want you. Deluxe. Deluxe! Uh-oh. You go here. You go here. Let me grab you. Give me that U while we at it. Alright. Throw this over there. I need that X. That X would be nice. Give me an E. And everything will be alright. There it is. Yup. Now I need... It looks like it's rooms with a plural. So it would be with an S. So, boom. You go down here. Oh, you guys are probably... Oh, something's gonna crash. Yep, I knew it. I'll take you. You go over here. I need another O, please. I need another O, please. There he is. I need an M. And then I'll take that S. Boom! Deluxe rooms! Alright.
Nagito, Sony, and Chiaki. The three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right?
Okay, now I feel bad. I like freaked out. I was like, Nagito cannot be the killer. There's no way, but okay, we're good. We're good, everyone. We're good.
If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
The guest rooms are divided up by quality grade. The deluxe room is soundproof and has excellent air insulation. The standard room may have some so-so insulation, but it's still pretty decent. And the crummy room has severe airflow and draft problems.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise...
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent?
What?
Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Well, that takes all of them out. Nagito couldn't have done it now. Chiaki couldn't have done it. Well, pretty much everybody in Strawberry House couldn't have done it. I mean, in Grape House couldn't have done it. So it had to be somebody in Strawberry House, and it's obviously not Nagito. Fuyuhiko was with Nagito. Well, Kazuichi and Fuyuhiko both have alibis. Nagito was sleeping.
Decisive factor?
No, it can't. Somehow, I feel like I understand what Nagito means. The killer among us. The killer who murdered Nekomaru. Oh, it's making me do it now. Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense. Fuyuhiko and Kazuichi both have alibis. Nagito couldn't hear the sound, so he was in his room sleeping. It has to be somebody in Strawberry House. It has to be a dude. And other than those three... Oh my god! Gundam did it! Gundam did it! Oh my god! He killed him! Gundam! Out of everybody here, Gundam? Are you serious? No way! You did it! You killed somebody? No way! There's no way Gundam did it! Are you serious? He killed someone! Everybody, out of everybody here! Gundam killed someone! I never would have expected that! What? Wow! Wow! Gundam was that smart to do all that? I mean, he is from hell or something, right? I mean, he was battling demons and he faced the devil and all this crap, so I can see that. Holy crap. Maybe he used his 4-dot neighbors of destruction. Damn! Gundam did it! Woo! Okay, Gundam. I have more respect for this man. He's gonna die in a freaking like, oh, in glory, in freaking glory. He did it. It was Gundam.
Gundam, there's something I want to ask you.
Baby, oh baby.
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that?
You didn't rush out over there from your room, did you?
The bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night. It is the universe's providence to stop it.
The freak?
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
You were in a deluxe room. Remember? You and Nagito both won the deluxe rooms. You don't remember that, do you?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right?
Smack him with it.
Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it.
Nope.
So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it.
Gundam?
Yup.
There was only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time.
Nope.
That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Oh my god. He's quieter than a goddamn sloth. Look at him.
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Oh baby, oh baby. No he don't, Sonia. Looks like you better fall in love with Kazuichi.
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko. Me?
What?
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with a wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
Oh.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off.
Dude, I want to see Gundam go off so bad. Like, I want to see his personality change. You know everyone flops when they get found out. So I want to see his.
And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room, just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone and checked the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi.
I thought my boy Nagito did. I got so scared.
Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
Exactly, Fuyuhiko. You saved it.
So
You saved the
killer
day.
couldn't go back to their room and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Hey! What are you doing? That ruckus. It's louder than the supreme ruler of the netherworld bellowing for a sacrifice. Don't go making all that noise so suddenly.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Dang. That one moment ruined the whole plan.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Dang. Oh, he's about to flip. This is it. When it gets quiet, this is it. The truth is about to come out.
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess? The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Wait, what the freak? Oh, he's still trying to basically say that he heard it. So he's trying to make sure that we're not gonna think it was him. But no, we already kind of thought there's no other possible explanation at this point.
Is that your argument? You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm.
What the freak?
That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
What the
Are
freak?
you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
Bro, just give it up. You got smacked in the face. You killed Nekomaru.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway.
I love when Nagito looks in his hand like that. That right there, that's the coolest pose he has.
So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime,
Whoop! Hold up.
this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers.
What?
Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it?
But this was weird.
At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
He did. That's the only explanation.
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
Ah, you said opening act again!
Please hold on. We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal.
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Shut this man down. Woo!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Since the beginning.
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator.
Yeah.
Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
That's true. But that doesn't save him. That actually makes it seem even more like him because he has the 4 Dark Devas of Destruction. He showed in the last class trial or the last investigation what they can do. We saw them climb up that pillar and grab that little piece of cloth or whatever, or fabric. The 4 Dark Devas of Destruction can do things we've never seen. Things probably even more that we've ever seen. So I'm pretty sure he could have used them to destroy the elevator while he was over there in Strawberry House chilling.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing, which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Skirt. Not really.
Serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
What? That's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. That's why we're about to go ahead and shut that down, my boy. Alright. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Riddle me this. Riddle me this.
The only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
What?
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me?
Oh!
Stop this already.
Let me grab that secret passageway thing.
That elevator was the only means of travel between. As long as that elevator, your assumption collapsed. Plus,
The elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return...
since I was at Strawberry House, there's no question that the following crime.
It would have been different if they hadn't accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
Give me that.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
Because there's a secret passageway that the 4 Dark Days of Destruction could have used.
That elevator was the only means of travel between
So
the two
this
houses.
is the wrong one. Boom.
No, that's wrong.
Objection. Can't get out of this. You dead.
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
The person that actually used that method was no other than the man himself, Nagito. Because, I mean, who else? Nagito's all over this class trial.
Nagito, you should know. What are you talking about? Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Nagito, why are you here? Ah, because I showed up.
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the 3rd floor of Grape House. Isn't that right? Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve force show up. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the 1st floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the 3rd floor of Grape House.
Meaning, the 3rd floor and the 4th floor are actually connected.
Yep.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
Really?
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
What? What the heck? This man is throwing Dragon Ball Z special moves at me.
I was unaware of the existence of the final dead room.
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
Did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Uh-oh. I don't think I like it. Okay. So let's go ahead and hit this man with the rebuttal. It's obviously the wire.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Stop talking. I'm trying to do this. Crosswords. Oh, hit that X button. What?
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes.
Did he say the Turban
Use
Fox?
A spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say!
You gotta be careful on how many times you use these cuts.
Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist,
I'm trying to use easy mode's
multiple planes,
technique.
provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say. Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Okay.
I already proved the secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light.
What?
Damn it!
The turbid box doesn't exist,
I hate the turbid fox. I don't even know what that means.
provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say. Your decayed illusion.
This is definitely taking concentration, not gonna lie.
I can't back down.
Okay, hit X right now. Yes, okay. Back
I
up.
already proved the secret passage exists.
Jesus.
The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Okay.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't
Yep, they
bark, you
did.
cur. If you don't at least pray to the key which dwells in the light.
Snap. Oh, snap. Ah.
Damn it!
They put that thing on screen. I cut it before I could even frickin' hit the triangle button.
Provided you use a spacious
Okay.
wormhole.
One more time.
However, how frail I say. Your
He's cutting mini games though. I used to like this mini game.
Due to the progeny of vile deities.
I can't back down.
Ah. Okay. And you gotta hit the X button like like it doesn't even matter.
The secret passage exists. The
Jesus.
secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't
Yeah, he went to the
bark, you
Octagon.
cur. If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of...
It's that one. Okay, cut through those words. Jesus.
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body, the hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Yep.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
Oh, get shot. Oh, look at the aw. The 4 Dark Names of Destruction. They look so amazing.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
Seems this is the end.
Yep.
Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Hey, what are you...
What the hell?
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So
Wait, this is
he
my
tried to
music.
go to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the 2 towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Well, hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay?
Oh.
Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru.
So does this mean I don't have to do this?
Night, but He rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on! What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Uh-oh.
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
With a smile on his face, Nagito says that.
Fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
Oh, he's about to hit us with a final flash. We all better get ducked.
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious. I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions.
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Well, he has hamsters.
Just as I thought. Truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument. It was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat.
Oh, man.
First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
I guess you really don't want to admit it. Then, just as you requested, I'll provide an argument that'll leave you no choice but to be persuaded.